Alright, I'm in Zurich, Switzerland. I just spent the night in the airport hotel. It's a capsule hotel, so there were like little rectangle boxes that are in the wall that just fit you and your bag, basically. And it was great, great sleep. The flight was really good. It was longer. The second flight was longer, but they had a lot of movies that I watched, so it went by quicker. Which, by the way, most of this video will be me talking about those movies. So I watched 5 movies, so it might be a bit of a long, maybe a 6 or 7 minute video. So if you're not really interested in the movies, just click off the video when I start talking about them. Well, actually, there's not much else to say. Food was good, flight was good. Yeah. Alright, I'll just start talking about the movies then. So I saw 5 movies, 3 I hadn't seen before and 2 I had seen before. So I'll go in order. The first movie I put on was Dr. Strangelove by Stanley Kubrick. And I'll try not to spoil anything. So yeah, that was really good. I really liked it. The first 20-30 minutes of it, I kind of thought, oh, maybe I'm not going to enjoy it, because I'm not usually into sort of war movies and kind of movies like that, but in the end I really did like it. Stanley Kubrick's style came through, and it's probably why I liked it the most. You know, he had some really good scenes where the pilots in the plane were kind of talking back to base about the attack that they were going to do, and usually I wouldn't like those kind of scenes. It's sort of just like, oh, yeah, initiate this, roger that, just sort of a bit bland. But the way it was shot, and the zoom ins and zoom outs and the editing, I don't know, it was really entertaining. It reminded me a lot of Thunderbirds Are Go, that puppet show. Yeah, it's just sort of like light-hearted, like war movie, I guess. It wasn't light-hearted, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, so that was great. What else did I watch? So after that, I put on the Royal Tenenbaums by Wes Anderson. I'd seen it once before, really liked it the first time, and liked it even more the second time. I still think it's my second favourite Wes Anderson movie, but it's a close second. It's a funny, light-hearted movie, but it's also emotional, like some pretty sad scenes and some really funny jokes. Like, Wes Anderson, I've noticed, just when he puts a joke in that's meant to be a joke, it hits so well. It's so funny. There was one joke in particular in the middle of the movie which I laughed out loud and just couldn't stop chuckling for like 30 seconds. And people around me were looking at me, and a few of them laughed, which was funny. Yeah, it's a funny joke. Yeah, so that was a great movie. Then after that, I put on Lost in Translation, which that was the first time I saw that, and that was really good too. I'd been recommended to watch that from a few people, and it held up the recommendation. Yeah, without spoiling anything, I like how the movie ended up and the dynamic. I realized it started a little bit slow, but I realized the whole point of the movie was the dynamic between the two characters and their relationship. And once I kind of understood that that's what the movie was about, then I really liked it. I liked the the dynamic between the two characters. That's 2 Bill Murray movies in a row, by the way. Yeah, he's a good actor. After that, I put on Scorseses Casino. Yeah, same as the Royal Tenenbaums. I really liked it the first time, and probably liked it the same amount the second time. Yeah, it's just a solid movie with, you know, great actors, great director. It's basically 3 hours long, but it doesn't feel like it, just because it's so fast-paced and things are happening all the time, and the characters develop like kind of quickly, but well. So there's never a dull moment with that movie. Although I definitely recommend it, although it's a bit gory and there are some scenes which are pretty graphic, which I felt a little bit uncomfortable watching on the plane, because I was in the aisle seat and behind me to the right was like a little kid who I could sense was sort of looking at my screen the whole flight. So I was sort of like, a bit uncomfortable when those scenes came up, but yeah, what can you do? The last movie I put on was Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock. I didn't think I'd like this movie going into it, because, I mean, I don't know why, I just didn't think I would, but I thought it was okay. Didn't love it, but it was better than I expected. The first half of the movie is kind of, I don't know, kind of setting up the end, and I've heard it's like a masterpiece, or you know, it's a classic, but I did think the first half was a bit slow and a bit unentertaining. But then the second half, especially the scene at the end, I think maybe like the last 20 minutes was really good, really intense, and sort of kept you on the edge of your seat. So yeah, it was better than I expected. That's the first Alfred Hitchcock movie I'd seen. Yeah, not bad. So for Zach and Jono, if you want to put my scores into the database for those movies, I'd go, I'll work backwards. So Rear Window, probably like 72. Yeah, 72. Casino, I think I'd keep Casino the same score. I think I had it maybe like 84 or 85 or something, but yeah, keep it the same score. Lost in Translation, probably like 80, saying 80. The Royal Tenenbaums, 90. Oh, that's probably, go 89. 89. And then lastly, Dr. Strangelove. I think I liked it a little bit better than Lost in Translation, so maybe 82 for Dr. Strangelove. Anyway, well, that's my little amateur movie review video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.